Now see, but that's the thing though. You see, the arts are the first to go. That's the first thing that they cut. In education, they'll cut the arts quick. Any arts programs, like anything like that that's dealing with any form of education, that's the first to go. Yeah, we get rid of the arts like it's nothing. We don't even value the arts even as a society, even though, like if you look at the creative sector, it generates, saying, like such a great economic impact. But that's the first to go. That's just boom, let's get the arts stuff out. And then now we're pushing more towards a society that, just like we push even through education, just STEM. And I'm like, STEM is great, but I think STEAM is better. Science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Like, so we're moving just in a totally different, like, we're trying to just embed that in the conversation. And I'm like, why the arts? Why is it that the arts will not only be the first to go, but it's also undervalued, devalued? Like, what is brought about that notion? Like, what is it in the culture that has brought that? And I'm sitting, I'm thinking, I'm like, and I think about what great other artists or people have said about it, and I'm like, I wonder if there's a lot of validity to that. Like I think about what Marshall McLuhan said when he said that the artists, that has always been the artist, to recognize the future and uses his work to prepare the ground for it. Or like what or even like what Stella Adler said, like when she says, when life beats you down and crushes your soul, art reminds you that you have one. And Stella Adler, she even when she talked about the theater, like when she said that the theater is the place that we come to see the truth about life. I think about this and I'm sitting here and I'm like, it's like just the value and importance of arts, but yet it's the first thing to go. And I'm like, like art matters. Like it matters. All the different mediums of art. Like even when Stella Adler was talking about the theater, she was talking about not just just stage theater, but that theater is a medium. So she's talking about stage, movie theaters, television, like the television screens, your phone, your tablet, your iPad, anything that you watch, that you get to see, these versions, about truth about life, and matter of fact, and if anything, that actually reminds me what Pablo Picasso said when he said that art enables us to recognize. He said art is the lie that enables us to see the truth. And I'm thinking, okay, if what Picasso said is correct, and if I am in a society where the truth doesn't benefit me, whatever form of matter, why would I want you to have something to be able to use it as a vehicle for you to find out the truth? Like why? Like why would I even want you to even to get access to that? I would eliminate that. I mean, if you think in that in that negative mind frame, but yeah, there's people like I'm raising the question, if anything, like why the arts always go, and just even think about it even more. I'm thinking, I'm like, is it because of what what's her name, like what R.E.B.E.L said, like when she said that not only should we confront empire, but we should lay siege to it, deprive it of oxygen, to mock it, to shame it, with our art, with our music, and with our literature, and our ability to tell stories, tell the stories that only we can tell, not the ones that we've been brainwashed into believing. And when she said empire, she wasn't like necessarily talking about just like a government type empire. She was talking about really like a corporate state type empire. Because she went on to say like we shouldn't believe in their and we shouldn't buy into their ideals, into their products, and into their notion of inevitability. That's what R.E.B.E.L said. But you know what? And thinking about it, I think it may boil down to what the great Paul Robeson said when he said that artists are the gatekeepers of truth, and we are civilization's radical voice. And maybe that's why. Matter of fact, even to bring it all home even more. Sam Beckett's play, Waiting for Godot, the character Vladimir. Like when he said, but at this place, at this moment in time, we are all mankind. Whether we like it or not, we must make the best of it. And that's why the arts matter. Because that is the truth. Not only we the gatekeepers of the truth, Civilization's Radical Voice, and what the arts do for us, does for humanity, exposing the beauty and the truth of humanity and what it can be. But that's why arts matter.